See if I can get over here and get some rings. There we go. As you can see, absolutely farms. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Impeller today. Today I'm going to be showcasing my new and improved updated build of my cast on freeze bow Hexblast build. I did spend much more divine into it, learned a bunch more about the game, figured a bunch about more synergies and everything. And here we go. So first things first, when I have my bow down the road, I'm going to want 3 rune slots, and they're all going to be recover mana on kill. And then obviously increase your bonuses gained from equipped quiver as much as you can. I'm at 266. I think you can get up to 300. This will help you with this for only one reason, because we want to increase the damage here. You can go 300% of that. That's 90% damage. And then chaos damage from hits contributes to freeze build up. Chaos damage from hits contribute to electrocute build up. Because our Hexblast is chaos, we're going to be using Hexblast, and then we're going to be freezing basically every single time we attack. And then we just use the bow for increased bonuses. It was basically the best thing. You could go for a bow which gives you life and mana on kill, but I thought this one would be better because you can get the mana on kill and you can get the extra damage. Then going on from there, we need this Alpha's Howl Armored Cap. This is for the 100% Spirit. This also doubles our presence radius because we are using our Apex at the moment, which slows the enemies. We're doing freaking huge slow build for our aura and a huge aura for our Hexblast. So that's we use that, and then the extra Spirit helps us use double cast on freeze, and then our Blasphemy and Wind Dancer. And then moving on from that, these rings, I would say the most optimal ring would be a evasion rating, max mana, rarity, cast speed, and then obviously if you need some sort of intelligence or dexterity on the build, use that there, and then whatever else you would like, maybe resistance or something. Same thing goes for here. I'm just using a bunch of rarity, evasion rating, cast speed, mana per kill. This is what you should be roughly using, I think. Mostly cast speed is the most important part in my opinion, and then the mana is. That's the 2 major factors, and then the evasion rating you're going to want. So those 3 I would say is a must. And then going for your amulets, I did a bunch more spirit because we're going to need that for our build. And then plus 3 level of all spell skills, you know, res, some more intelligence, spirit power. And then I would prefer if this was at evasion. I think you can get evasion on the amulet, I'm not 100% sure. And then I did spaghettification so we don't have to take damage if we go down the whole node to get it. Then we go for our vest, again, spirit, dex, again, evasion rating, max life. I'd prefer probably max mana if possible, or even more evasion. Again, we're stacking a bunch of evasion because this helmet is evasion, and we're using a bow, so then we're using the bow, and then we can use the Wind Dancer. So then a bunch of evasion here, and then boots, evasion, I have energy shield on it. Obviously, this was just a good pair of boots. This is temporary, not permanent, but it's a decent one for now. And then bracers, this right here is a must. The debuffs you inflict have increased magnitude. 30% is the best, so I'm 4% off right now. So you want to get that, and then, you know, max life, max mana, evasion, and then resistance, and then mana per kill is nice because this thing eats mana. Then just a nice belt with a bunch of res. You could get like some nice rings with res, and then get the belt that increases the bonus to your rings, and get like a bunch of extra cast speed and damage and evasion rating if you wanted. That would be a way, but that's probably a little bit more expensive than the build I have currently. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do down the road. And then obviously if you get the 1 mana flask that's worth like 4 div or whatever that does chaos damage around you, that's gonna be nice because this build all revolves around chaos damage. So then that's that. Going to my abilities. I'll probably do my skill tree first and then show you the abilities. So going over here, buffs, temporal rift, buffs, time freeze. This one's just cooldown recovery, not really worth it for this build. And then debuffs to have increased slow magnitude. That's important, and enemies in your presence are slowed by 20%. And over here, cast speed and then extra cast speed because we're going to be wanting to cast a bunch fast so we can freeze. And Hexblast takes forever to cast. Going on from here, we got these nodes up here. Oh, is that even... whatever. We'll think about that later. We're going for damage here, auras here. This is just temporary. I was just experimenting with some points around here. And then we're going to spell damage here. Chaos, this is skill effect duration. This is good for when you use your time freeze on enemies when you get in trouble. and then more chaos damage, and then increase area of effect of your curses. That's important. And then over here, we're going to get increased hits with enemies hindered, which is slowed because we're getting this. We're getting extra hindered right there. And then we also have debuffs, increased slow magnitude and hinder duration. Then over here, we got just some extra damage. I'm going to probably swap that out later when I get more levels and go for the +1 level skills. Or instead of, because I'm using a swap build, we're going to get this maxed out, and then we'll use our swap build to get the extra level of skills. Then moving on, we got this gems right here. We'll get through the gems in a little bit. And then area effect, spell damage, more effect of our curses, double curse. Going over here, our mana life before life, Hexblast skills. That's a need. Our swap for when we use the bow, get massive AoE. And then just more jewel sockets, so we can get extra area of effect of our curses. 25% is the best. Then you get 5% increased effect of your curses is the best. And then I would say area effect 10%. And then maybe some cast speed or some spell damage or chaos damage. So that's what we'll be using for the build. When we swap, we're using the wand just as for killing the rares, because sometimes they're a little bit tanky. And instead of using the bow, which you'll see just destroys the whole map, we just swap to the wand to destroy the rares. So use the wand and then use the focus, which gives us 12% spell damage per 10 spirit. We have 300, so it's 30. 30 times that is like 160. Yeah, so 160% damage. And then I got the extra spell damage there. Did I say 160 spell damage? I said 360, right? 360 plus that, so like 357. I think this would be 360 when you get maxed out. And then just increase your max mana. You could also go for this node maybe when you want to level up and get increased spell damage for 100 mana. Depends how much mana you have or how your build's running. So that is that, and then we'll go to the skills. Temporal Rift, increase cooldown recovery, time freeze, and we'll go duration, and then we have double freezes. Cast on freeze. We'll have the Cold Snap, Comet, Frost Wall, Spell Cascade, Energy Retention. You'll see in the gameplay here that the Frost Wall sometimes messes up or gets in your way, but sometimes it's nice to have that for a little extra survivability. I do know that there's some combos where you use extra comets or you lessen the wall's health where it would kill the walls. I'm still trying to experiment with that to see what's the most optimal, but this is what I was just using for now to showcase. And then we have the Comet there, Cold Snap, Frost Bomb, and then Spell Echo and Impetus. You could probably switch out Frost Bomb. It is a big cooldown time, it's 3.5. Overall, this is about 5 seconds between these three, and it's about 4.5 for this. So that's why I give this one increased energy, and then this one gives the refund half of it. So like sort of balances out, but remember, we also, for your gems, my apologies, you want effect of your curses, increased area of effect of your curses, increased area of effect, and then meta gem, you want percentage gain, 15% if you can. Where is my good gem? I have one like that. Something like this. It would be increase effect of curses, increase area effect of curses, and then this one would be increase area effect, and then it'd be meta skills, gain energy. And you want to max that all on all of them. It'd probably be very expensive, but that's the build. So there it is. Here's some gameplay coming up. I'll be talking in there. You guys enjoy. Have a good day. Peace. Pretty decently. It's not really made for bossing, but watch how good this is for like breaching, rituals, all this other everything else. Destroys. Cast on freeze is still viable. So see the walls get a little annoying a little bit, but it's nice to have them to like protect you. I have Frost Bomb on something for some reason. This is a level 80 map. Really good mods, they have no elemental resistances, can't even talk, or anything. Doesn't matter if we get hit by that, because, one kill, get our mana back, which is so cool. Not one kill, but you know what I mean. Pass. Trying to get this bow with 3 mods on it, or slots. So then we can get even more mana per kill back. I'm sure you guys want to see that breach, don't you? So I'm gonna clear all these noobs up here real quick, girl. I'm back. Had my first audience with the king recently. It was pretty geeked. I'm not even spec'd into it or anything. Oh, that was pretty nifty. I know that could happen. Oh, I knew it could happen, but I know it's like super duper rare. Sometimes the walls, or a lot of the times the walls get in the way. I'm thinking about lowering their health. Maybe just getting rid of them altogether. Who knows? I know there's a way to break them easier. Here, we can actually try. Whatever, we'll keep the wall. Keep the wall for the breach. Usually the breaches blow the walls up easily. There's just so many enemies. Or there's just so many enemies I get stuck by my walls. And there's so many walls. We'll find here real soon. Alright. Probably go right and down. We'll just go all around. Like times like this, the walls mess you up, and it's a little bit annoying. I have to figure out how to fix that. But as you can see, this is my cast on for this Hexblast. Updated little video here. If I can get over here and get some more enemies. As you can see, absolutely farms. But yeah, it's basically a little showcase of the build and my updated video. Obviously I spent a bunch of divines in this build to get my gear better and everything. Still gotta work on my gems with the metal skill extra percentage gain. And I gotta figure out what I'm doing with these frost walls that won't break. Maybe I just completely get rid of the frost wall and we just go for another comet or something like that. But as you guys see, it's a pretty good build. If you guys enjoyed my updated video, you should definitely like this, because look at those slow percentages. Was it 68% slows, 50% 1 debuff for the curse resistance. Swap to my other weapon right there real quick, just to get rid of that guy. Remember, this is just like a mobbing beast, right? It's not really for whenever the rares come up. It's you gotta swap to your wand, do a little yeet yeet, and then they're dead. Oh, look at this. I love when I get the poof. The poof? That's what I call that, the shrine. Poof with this build is amazing. I love it. Poof. That's why I say it. But, drop a like down below if you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about the updated version. Peace.